Nehemya, or Nehemiah, chapters 5 through 7. And there was a great outcry of the people and their wives against their brothers, the Yehudim. And there were some who were saying, We, our sons and our daughters, are many. Let us get grain for them and eat and live. And there were some who were saying, We have mortgaged our lands and vineyards and houses. Let us buy grain because of the scarcity of food. And there were those who were saying, We have borrowed silver for the sovereign's tax on our lands and vineyards, and now our flesh is like the flesh of our brothers, our children like their children. And see, we are subjecting our sons and daughters to be slaves. And some of our daughters have already been subjected, and there's no power in our hands, for other men have our lands and vineyards. And it was very displeasing to me when I heard their outcry in these words. And my heart ruled over me, and I strove with the nobles and with the deputy rulers and said to them, You are exacting interest, each one from his brother. And I called a great assembly against them, and said to them, According to our ability, we have redeemed our brothers, the Yehudim, who were sold to the nations. And you now even sell your brothers? Or should they be sold to us? And they were silent and found not a word to say. I also said, What you are doing is not good. Should you not walk in the fear of our Elohim because of the reproach of the nations, our enemies? And also I, my brothers and my servants, am lending them silver and grain. Please, let us leave off the interest. Please give back to them, even today, their lands, their vineyards, their olive trees, and their houses. Also, the 100th part of the silver and of the grain and of the new wine and of the oil that you've taken from them. And they said, Let us give it back and ask no more from them. We do as you say. Then I called the priests and made them swear to do according to this word. I also shook out the fold of my garment and said, Let Elohim in this way shake out each man from his house and from his property who does not do this word, even to be thus shaken out and emptied. And all the assembly said, Amen, and praised Yehovah. And the people did according to this word. Also, from the day I was commanded to be their governor in the land of Yehudah, from the 20th year until the 32nd year of the sovereign Artashashta, 12 years, neither I nor my brothers ate the governor's food. But the former governors who were before me laid burdens on the people and took from them bread and wine, besides 40 shekels of silver. Their servants also oppressed the people, but I did not do so because of the fear of Elohim. And I also worked strongly in the work on this wall. We did not buy any land, and all my servants were gathered there for the work. And at my table were 150 of the Yehudim and deputy rulers, besides those who came to us from the nations around us. And that which was prepared for me daily was 1 ox and 6 choice sheep, and birds were prepared for me. And once every 10 days, plenty of all kinds of wine. And in spite of this, I did not seek the governor's food, because the bondage was heavy on his people. O my Elohim, remember me for the good, all that I have done for this people. And it came to be when Sanballat and Tobiah and Geshem the Arab and the rest of our enemies heard that I had rebuilt the wall, that there were no breaks left in it, though at that time I had not set up the doors of the gates, that Sanballat and Geshem sent to me, saying, Come, let us meet together in the villages in the plain of Ono. That they were planning to do evil to me. So I sent messengers to them, saying, I'm doing a great work and I'm unable to come down. Why should the work cease while I leave it and come down to you? However, they sent me the same word 4 times, and I answered them the same word. Then Sanballat sent his servant to me with an open letter in his hand, the same word, a 5th time. In it was written, Among the nations it's been heard, and Gashmu is saying that you and the Yehudim are planning to rebel. Therefore you're building the wall, and you are to be their sovereign, according to these words. And you've also appointed prophets to proclaim concerning you at Jerusalem, saying, A sovereign is in Yehuda. And now these words are heard by the sovereign. Therefore come now and let us take counsel together. Then I sent to him, saying, There are no such matters done as you are saying, but you're inventing them in your own heart. For all of them were making us afraid, saying, Let their hands slacken for the work, and it not be done. But now make my hands strong. And when I came to the house of Shemaiah, son of Delaiah, son of Mechatabel, who was restrained, he said, Let us meet together in the house of Elohim inside the Hekal, and let us close the doors of the Hekal, for they're coming to kill you. By night they're coming to kill you. And I said, Should a man like me flee? And who is there like me who would go into the Hekal to save his life? I do not go in. And see, I perceived that Elohim had not sent him, and that he spoke this prophecy against me because Tobiah and Sanballat had hired him, because he was a hireling, that I should be afraid and do so and shall sin, so that they could give me an evil name to reproach me? My Elohim, remember Tobiah and Sanballat according to these works of theirs, and the prophets, Noadiah, and the rest of the prophets who would have made me afraid. And the wall was completed on the 25th of the month of Elul, in 52 days. And it came to be, when all our enemies heard and all the nations around us saw, that they fell greatly in their own eyes and knew that this work was done by our Elohim. In those days the nobles of Yehuda also sent many letters to Tobiah, while those of Tobiah came to them. For many in Yehuda were sworn to him, because he was the son-in-law of Shechaniah, son of Erah, and his son, Yohanan, had married the daughter of Meshullam, son of Berechiah. They were also speaking about his good deeds before me, and reported my words to him. Tobiah sent letters to frighten me. Chapter 7. And it came to be, when the wall was rebuilt, that I set up the doors, and the gatekeepers, and the singers, and the Levites were appointed. And I put my brother Hanani in command of Jerusalem, and Hananiah the head of the palace, for he was a trustworthy man and feared Elohim more than many. And I said to them, Let not the gates of Jerusalem be opened until the sun is hot, and while they are standing by, let them shut the doors and bolt them, and appoint guards from among the inhabitants of Jerusalem, each at his post, and each in front of his own house. And the city was wide on both sides and great, but the people in it were few, and the houses were not rebuilt. And my Elohim put into my heart to gather the nobles and deputy rulers and the people, in order to be registered by genealogy. And I found a register of genealogy of those who had come up at the beginning. And I found written in it These are the sons of the provinces who came back from the captivity of the exiles, whom Nebuchadnezzar, the sovereign of Babel, had exiled, and who returned to Jerusalem and Yehuda, each to his city. Who came with Zerubbabel, Yeshua, Nehemya, Azariah, Raamiah, Nahamani, Mordecai, Bilshan, Mispereth, Bigvai, Nahum, Baanah, the number of the men of the people of Israel. Sons of Perosh, 2,172. Sons of Shaphatya, 372. Sons of Arah, 652. Sons of Pahath Moab, of the sons of Yeshua and Joab, 2,818. Sons of Elam, 1,254. Sons of Zatu, 845. Sons of Zakai, 760. Sons of Binuai, 640. Sons of Bebai, 628. Sons of Azgad, 2,325. Sons of Adoniakam, 667. Sons of Bigvai, 2,067. Sons of Adin, 655. Sons of Ator of Hizkiah, 98. Sons of Hashum, 328. Sons of Betzai, 324. Sons of Harith, 112. Sons of Gaban, 95. Men of Bethlehem and Netophath, 188. Men of Anathoth, 128. Men of Beth Azmaveth, 42. Men of Kiriath Yarim, Kephirah and Be'erath, 743. Men of Ramah and Gabah, 621. Men of Michmas, 122. Men of Bethel and Ai, 123. Men of the other Nebo, 52. Sons of the other Elam, 1,254. Sons of Harim, 320. Sons of Yeriho, 345. Sons of Lod, Hadid, and Ono, 721. Sons of Sana'ah, 3,930. The priests. Sons of Yediah of the house of Yeshua, 973. Sons of Amor, 1,052. Sons of Pashur, 1,247. Sons of Harim, 1,017. The Levites. Sons of Yeshua of Kadmiel, of the sons of Hodavah, 74. The singers. Sons of Asaph, 148. The gatekeepers, sons of Shallum, sons of Ator, sons of Talmon, sons of Akub, sons of Hatita, sons of Shobai, 138. The Nethanim, sons of Shah, sons of Hasupha, sons of Tabaoth, sons of Keros, sons of Seah, sons of Padan, sons of Lebanah, sons of Hagabah, sons of Salmi, sons of Hanan, sons of Gidiel, sons of Gahar, sons of Re'ayah, sons of Retzin, sons of Nekoda, sons of Gazam, sons of Uzzah, sons of Pasiah, sons of Besai, sons of Meunim, sons of Nepheshesim, sons of Bakbuk, sons of Hakupha, sons of Harhor, sons of Batzlith, sons of Mahida, sons of Harsha, sons of Barkos, sons of Sisera, sons of Tamah, sons of Tzetziah, and sons of Hatapha. The sons of Shlomo's servants, sons of Sotai, sons of Sephora, sons of Paridah, sons of Ya'alah, sons of Darkon, sons of Gedel, sons of Shephatiyah, sons of Hatil, sons of Pokereth, of Sebaim, sons of Ammon. All the Nethaim and the sons of Shlomo's servants were 392. And these were the ones who came up from Tel Melah, Tel Harsha, Karub, Adon, and Amor, but they were unable to show their father's house and their seed, whether they were of Israel. Sons of Deliah, sons of Tobiah, sons of Nekoda, 642. And of the priests, sons of Habiah, sons of Kotes, sons of Barzillai, who took a wife of the daughters of Barzillai, the Gileadite, and was called by their name. These sought their register among those who were counted by genealogy, but it was not found, so they were barred from the priesthood as defiled. And the governor said to them that they should not eat from the most set apart gifts until a priest stood up with the Urim and Thummim. All the assembly together was 42,360. Besides their male and female servants, these were 7,337, and they had 245 men and women singers. Their horses were 735, their mules 245, camels 435, donkeys 6,720. And some of the heads of the fathers' houses contributed to the work. The governor gave to the treasury 1,000 gold derricks, 50 basins, and 530 priestly garments. Some of the heads of the fathers' houses gave to the treasury of the work 20,000 gold derricks and 2,200 silver minas. And the rest of the people gave 20,000 gold derricks, 2,000 silver minas, and 67 priestly garments. So the priests and the Levites and the gatekeepers and the singers and some of the people and the Nethinim and all of Israel dwelt in their cities.